Good day everyone. Today we will discussing about the Region 7 Central Visayas.
This is the four islands provinces composed the region, namely Bohol, Tagbilaran City, Cebu, Cebu City, Negros Oriental, Dumaguete City, Siquijor, Siquijor. Region Profile Central Visayas. Characteristic: Land area 15,872.58 km. Provinces 4, cities 16, municipalities 116, barangays 3,003, population 2015, total population 7,396,898, dialect Cebuano, Boholano, Parahonon, Bantayanon, Filipino, and English. Highly urbanized cities: Cebu City, Lapu-Lapu, and Mandaue. Point of interest: Mactan, Panglao Islands, Chocolate Hills, Malapascua, Kawasakan Falls, and more. Central Visayas lies at the center of the Philippines archipelago between islands of Luzon and Mindanao. Four islands provinces compose the region, namely Bohol, Tagbilaran City, Cebu, Cebu City, Negros Oriental, Dumaguete City, Siquijor, Siquijor. The terrain is characterized by highlands with narrow coastal strips of arable land. Islands are highly and mountainous. Region has rugged interuse because of high mountains. It is bordered by the Visayan Sea in the province of Masbate in the north, Mindanao Sea in the south, Negros Occidental in the west, and the islands of Leyte in the east. Products and livelihood. The land used for farming in the region is not as big as the other regions. Aside from palay, the farmers also plant corn, sugarcane, abaca, coconut, tobacco, and root crops. They also subsist on fishing because most islands are surrounded by water. The people manufacture bags, fans, placemats, and other household things. The food industry is alive and well in the region. Public transport. Colorful jeepney and buses are the major forms of the public transport in all the provinces in the region. Tricycle, motorcycle with sidecars, motorcycles for hire or habal-habal, and multi-cabs are popular in outlying areas in the suburbs. Metered taxi cabs are only available in the urban center. Getting around the Central Visayas region, Philippines. The island provinces of Central Visayas are accessible by land, sea, or air transport. Once their different modes of transportation take one to different tourist and commercial attraction. Here are the different ways to get around. Traveling by air. The main airport is the Mactan Cebu International Airport, which in Metro Cebu. There are also airports in Dumaguete, in Sibulan Town, and in Tagbilaran. The Tagbilaran Airport is serviced by Cebu Pacific and Philippines Airlines, which flies only to Manila. Dumaguete, it's served by Air Philippines and Cebu Pacific, both of them flying only to Manila. Traveling by sea, cheap and fast crafts. The port of Cebu, the region's main gateway. There are also ports in Dumaguete in Oriental Negros, Tagbilaran in Bohol, and La Reina in Siquijor. The entire island shipping is served by numerous shipping lines, two of them fast crafts companies which serve all the provinces in the region. Bangka, motorized outriggered canoes, locally known as bangka, are popularity used for inter-islands, travel adventures, or islands hoppings. Most diving operators usually have their bangkas for diving tours to some of the best dive sites like Mactan, Mold Bowl, and Malapascua in Cebu, Panglao, Balikasag, and Cabilao in Bohol, Apo Islands, and Oriental Negros, and around Siquijor. As well, local also ride the bangka for a fee as a means of transportation to reach neighboring islands from the mainland. Cruises and the different drivers around the region are also being served by bangkas. It's also the second largest central urban economic center in the country. Neighboring Cebu is Bohol, the closest province and the 10th largest island in the country. Bohol is taking off to become the region's prime cultural tourist destination and Argo industrial venture. Negros Oriental also boasts of medium and large-scale firms. More recently, the province has attracted business process outsourcing or BPO companies. In the province of Siquijor, trade development is distinctly dominated by small and micro traders. Trading constitutes the backbone of its commercial activities.
Welcome to Siquijor. Siquijor is the one of the smallest province in the Philippines. Fifth provincial income class island province of the Philippines located in the central Visayas region. The north of Siquijor is Cebu, to the west is Negros, northeast is Bohol, and the south across the Bohol Sea is Mindanao. Land area 337.49 km, population 95,984, municipalities 6, language Cebuano, Tagalog, English. Siquijor long-time reputation as a place of magic and sorcery both attracts and repulses visitors. Siquijor is also known for its festival that focused on healing rituals where incantations are sung while the old folks make potion out of herbs, roots, insects, and tree barks. Tourist attraction in Siquijor. Cambuga High Falls. Before you reach the falls, you have to take a couple steps down. The waterfalls is just very serene. It is surrounded by lush vegetation. The water that greets you is a shade of turquoise. However, when you visit there after having rained the previous day, don't be surprised of the water is moss green. The falls are multiple level of cascades. Old enchanted balete tree. As with many sites of Siquijor, the balete tree has many mystical and spiritual background. This 400 years old tree is often used by scared rituals by the local sheep. It's unlike that you will stumble upon any witchcraft during your visit and experience the relaxing fish spa under the canopy of the balete tree. Lagdong Beach. Although it has under same development, Lagdong Beach has retained its natural charm. The key for it retaining its natural beauty is the gorgeous combination of cobalt, turquoise, and green waters. There are cottages that can you rent. Slides are built on the rock formation too. If you are a bit adventurous, you can head up the cliff or go for a jump. Tubod Marine Sanctuary or San Juan. Very nice coral garden worth the visit. Definitely the best spot to snorkel in Sikihor. The relatively small coral garden is lovely and there are lots of fish to observe. No currents, but the swimming can be done only at high tide. As it is right by the shore and you enter it walking, there are small entrance fee to pay and they have good snorkels and shoe for rent too. Cantoban Cave, the most famous cave on the island. Inside the cave runs the subterranean stream while the beauty stalactites and stalagmites hung from the ceiling of a cave's chamber. Sikihor Butterfly Sanctuary. In Cabilao Village in Larena Town, you will find this stunning butterfly sanctuary that is worth a quick visit. With a 200 square meter habitat. You can interact with and observe over 20 species of butterfly. You will see them in every stage of life from caterpillar to pupa and beyond. Not only will this adventure add your experience on the island of Siquijor, but it will also contribute to the education of youth. Siquijor Butterfly Sanctuary serves as an educational conservation center that teach school children about biodiversity and how to preserve it. Your entrance fee is going toward a great cause. Paliton Beach, located near the town of San Juan, is Paliton Beach. This beach has no major public access, and you might even miss it if you were looking for it on your own. It's that hidden. Hire a tricycle to take you and he will point out the small, indiscreet path through an undeveloped plot of island. As you make your way through the beach will be waiting to greet you. You'll find bright white sand beaches that seem to reflect the sun with large coral boulders on either side, part of which has turquoise water, and other patches full of reefs perfect for exploring. Bring your snorkelers. Festival in Siquijor. Canoan Festival. Held every May 3rd, the festivities usually being in late April, which include food street festival, street dancing, volleyball and tennis tournament, battle of the band, and etc. Saging. The Saging Festival is one of the many festivals in the island of Siquijor in the Philippines. It's recognized the importance of the saging or banana in the lives of the people with its many uses. The story of how these plants come to exist being depicted in dance during the festival of Lassie Town every May 15. It usually starts on May 8 with a variety of sport competition and activities which include Miss Teen Lassie pageant, a variety show, dance competition, and a lot more. Pamukad Festival. Pamukad reflect the fun-loving nature of the town folks who grab almost every occasion available to celebrate with feast and gift. It is a way to celebrate life and thanksgiving of the joy and blessing that come with fishing. It's being the people's primary source of income and livelihood. Bugwas Festival. The festival is San Juan way to celebrate a bountiful and abundant harvest in honor of their patron Saint Augustine. Bugwas means a sport of water coming from underground source, which flows freely in the open ground, which San Juan is blessed with abundant spring water. This water gives the farmer a bountiful harvest and the fisher folk with abundant catch, and making the life of the people of San Juan happier, fruitful because of a good and bountiful harvest each year. Bugwas Festival San Juan Siquijor. The Love Festival. The Love suggests the distinct hospitality that the Sikidons are popularly known for. The name of island was known of Isla de Fuego because of the swarm of fireflies nestled in the island of night. The festival also gives due recognition to the nature asset of Siquijor and the honor of town patron Saint Francis of Assisi, who is known as a lover of nature.
Welcome to Bohol. Bohol is a province of the Philippines in the country's central Visayas region. It comprises Bohol Islands and numerous smaller surrounding islands. Bohol is known for coral reefs and unusual geological formation, notably the Chocolate Hills on the main island near the town of Carmen. At least 1,200 or so symmetrical mounds turn cocoa brown in the dry season, contrasting with the surrounding jungle genuine. Tourist attraction in Bohol. Chocolate Hills. The Chocolate Hills are considered one of the Philippines' natural wonders in Bohol. Is often referred to as the jewel of the Philippines. They are hills made of limestone left over from coral reefs during the Ice Age when the island was submerged. They turn brown during the summer. Summer hence their name. Bohol is a popular tourist destination with its beaches and resort. The Chocolate Hills' numerous mounds of limestone formation is the most popular attraction. Next is Baclayon Church. The Baclayon Church, or the Church of Our Lady the Immaculate Conception in Baclayon, is the oldest stone church in the country. The historic church has retained its architecture design, and the adjacent museum holds church relics and artifacts from when the church was built in the 16th century. The idyllic Laya Beach across Baclayon Church is an enchanting place to meditate or commune with nature. Baclayon Church completes the top 5 tourist spots in Bohol, Philippines. Hanging by CNN as one of the most spectacular footbridges in the world. The Bohol Hanging Bridge is a most visit. The 131-foot-long bridge is made of bamboo and steel and hovers 25 meters atop the Lubbock River. It offers a perfect view of the river and its surrounding nature. Panglao. Panglao Island is Bohol's very own piece of Boracay. The white sand, blue waters, and the nightlife make this one of the best Bohol tourist spots. Aside from the beach, the coral reefs and marine life make it a great snorkeling and diving spot as well. Bulibong King Festival, Lubuk, Bohol. May 24, 25. Bulibong King Festival is a music dance festivity. It describes the sound of instrument and the local term applied to the rhythm of drums and gongs. The music it creates is uses to go along with the supplication dance ritual performed in front of the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe, the patron of Lubuk. The Sandogo Festival, June 1 to 4. The Sandogo Festival is held every July. The Tagbilaran City Charter Day on July 1 kicks off the month-long festival with the Holy Mass, Diana, motorcade, and programs sponsored by the city government of Tagbilaran. Among the major activities during the month is the Miss Bohol Sandugo Beauty Pageant and the Sandugo Street Dancing Competition, which is usually held on the 3rd or 4th Sunday of July and organized by the Bohol Sandugo Foundation, etc. Obi Festival. This festival takes place during the month of January to honor Bohol staple crop, the obi plant. The obi plant, which has a purple coloring, has the sweet potatoes taste and texture. It is popularly used to provide the coloring in the making of Philippines most famous summer dessert, the Halo Halo. The obi festival includes contests, exhibit, and seminars to educate the guests about the uses and potential of the obi plant. The obi festival continues to gain more popularity each year. Sinugbuan Festival or Garcia Hernandez Bohol, May 27. The festival is annual commemoration of the town's foundation day. The main highlight is the street dancing competition that portrays the establishment of the town of Garcia Hernandez. Other activities include agro-industrial fairs, games, recognition, and awarding of achievers. Next is Pahinungod Festival or Kalapi Bohol, May 1 to 10. The festival is a 10th-day celebration in honor of the town patron, San Vicente Ferrer. Bahinungod is also an annual celebration of the coming home of Kalapenhons to their hometown. It showcases Kalapi's rich culture and heritage.
So welcome to Negros Oriental. The land area of Negros Oriental is 5,402.3 square kilometers. The Oriental Province is the islands of Negros as the second largest in the Visayas after Panay. The natives of old called it Bulgas. After the town breeds predominant on the islands, in 1527 Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and Bohol sent an expedition to explore the neighborhood landmass that was Buglas. The crew returned with reports of dark-skinned natives on the islands, and so it was thereafter referred as Negros. Source of livelihood: farm products, sugarcane, corn, coconut, rice, fruit crops, vegetables, livestock, poultry, milkfish, investment priority areas, call centers, business process outsourcing, medical transcription or SPI, agribusiness, rubber tree farming, it called Bayawan, fishery, industrial, free farming, palm, oil production, virgin coconut oil production, biofuel production from coconut and sugarcane, organic fertilizer production, sea farming, 45.0, and the languages as Visaya or Cebuano. The religion. Christianity is the predominant religion in the province with Roman Catholicism. 91.4% as the largest single denomination. Other denominations include mainline and evangelical Protestant groups. The Iglesia ni Cristo, the Seventh-day Adventist, Genova witnesses, and the Aglipayan Church, also known as the Philippine Independent Church. Adherents of Islam and Buddhism constitute a minority of the population. Negros Oriental, ito naman yung mga tourist attractions sa Negros Oriental. Apo Island's Marine Reserve of Duin, a modest work of nature and human geniality that is Apo Island lies 30 minutes off the coast of Malatapay in Danube. Negros Oriental, less than an hour away from Dumaguete City. It stretches for about 72 hectares terrestrial area and 612 hectares marine area. And also Mount Candaon, the third most active volcano in the Philippines, located at the central northern part of Negros Island. There are two main entry points to the volcano. The easier and the more common trail is the Gintobdan, while the other and more demanding is the Wasay Trail. Both are considerably a major climb that will last for 2 days. The twin lakes of Danao and Balinsasayao and Sibulan. The tranquil and relaxing lakes of Danao and Balinsasayao. Getting here from the junction in San Jose, Sibulan requires a long motorbike ride or stepped, curvy yet scenic road up the highlands for about 30 minutes. Entrance fee to the lake is 30 to 100 for foreigners. From the entrance, you can hike through the outskirts of the mountain of paddle and boat. Through the vastness of Balinsasayao Lake, the first lake from the entrance for 250 per boat to the viewpoint section where both lakes meet. Sugar Beach of Sipalay. It is yet another long stretch of sand, but sugary brown in color, that gives the right sweetness for those who love to find themselves at the quiet and scheduled beachfront. Lakawan Islands of Cadiz. At the coast of Cadiz, outside Bacolod City, is an imposing banana-shaped island that brags of its sublime white sands and extend to 13 hectares. Casaroro Falls of Valencia. You are looking at one of the sought after gems of Valencia. Negros Oriental, Casaroro Falls is nature's finest. To get here from Dumaguete City, take a jeepney at the town area and drop off the Valenciana town proper. So this is the festivals in Negros Oriental. Ayukitan Festival, Sansen Negros Oriental. May 10, the festival is an annual celebration that showcases the town's rich historical past. Ginulugan Festival. In May 25, Gihulugan is a Thanksgiving celebration of Gihulugan's bountiful harvest. Different activities such as are street bazaars and fireworks competitions. Gihulugan refers to the local dialect which means where a thing was dropped. Pasayao Festival of Canlaon City. The celebration of Pasayao Festival in the city of Canlaon is celebrated yearly on the month of March. Canlaon is known for the bountiful harvest they export all over Negros. As a thanksgiving for the abundant harvest, the celebration of the Pasayao Festival is celebrated to the patron saint of the town, Saint Joseph the Worker. Tau-Tau Festival in Bayawan. The Tau-Tau Festival in Bayawan is annually celebrated on the month of February. It marks another session of bountiful harvest in the city of Bayawan. This festival is a Thanksgiving celebration as well to the patron saint of the city, who is Santo Tomas Villanueva. Next is the Pacal Festival of Santa Catalina. The Pacal Festival in the municipality of Santa Catalina is celebrated annually in the month of April. Santa Catalina is famous of their pakol, a special type of banana with seeds inside. which drew attention to the wild monkeys from the mountains. Santa Catalina is about 97 kilometers or 16 miles from Dumaguete City, the capital of Negros Oriental. So, welcome to Cebu. Welcome to Cebu City. Cebu City is the Queen City of the South. It has been given this name because it has all the characteristics of a royal highness when you explore the wonders of the city. Get to know more about Cebu City map and discover according to its district and barangays. Cebu City is known for her both beautiful and unique tourist spots and heritage places. This is the second largest metropolitan in the Philippines. Metro Cebu includes the sites of Karkar, Danao, Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue, and Naga and Talisay. Tourist attractions in Cebu. Cebu Provincial Capital. The Cebu Provincial Capital is the seat of the provincial government of Cebu in the Philippines. Located at the north end of Osmeña Boulevard in Cebu City, it was designed by Juan M. Arellano, a Filipino architect best known for the Manila Metropolitan Theater in 1935. The Legislative Building, 1926, now the National Museum of the Philippines, and the Manila Central Post Office, 1926. Cebu Taoist Temple. Cebu Taoist Temple and Taoist Temple located in Beverly Hills subdivision of Cebu City, Philippines. The temple is built by Cebu's substantial Chinese community in 1972 with an elevation of 110 meters and 360 feet above the sea level. The temple is a towering multi-tiered, multi-hued attraction accessible by the three separate winding routes. Magellan's. When Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan and his Spanish troops set foot in Cebu in 1521, he planted a Christian cross to symbolize the propagation of the Catholic faith in the land. Fort Sam. Cebu is also home to the smallest fort in the country. Established in 1565, Fort San Pedro is a military bastion that bears a triangular shape. Casa Gorordo. Casa Gorordo is an amazing place, a time capsule for fascinating things from different eras. Entry fee was quite high by local standards but well worth it. Temple of Casa Gorordo, dedicated in 2012 to Lea Villa Albino Adorna, a wife of 53 years. The Temple of Lea combines Roman and Greek elements in an impressive structure high on a hillside above Cebu. Festival in Cebu. Mantawi Festival. May 5. The Mantawi is cultural festival on Mandaue where it showcases in the historical heritage of the city. It is a celebration filled with different activities like sports, events, food and trade fairs. The street dancing competition is the highlight of the festivity. Lapyahan Festival, San Remigio, Cebu. On May 16, San Remigio has the longest shoreline in Cebu province. The festival celebrates the town's principal tourist destination, which are the pristine white sand beaches. Kagasangan Festival. On May 15 to 16, the annual festival highlights in the town's underwater treasures such as coral. Kagasangan is a Cebuano term that means corals. Sinulog. Third week of January. The Sinulog is an annual festival held on the third Sunday of January in Cebu City. Maasin cities southern Leyte and Balinsangag, Misamis Oriental, in the Philippines. The festival commemorates the Filipino people's pagan origin and their acceptance of Roman Catholicism. Rosquillos Festival, Lilian, Cebu, May 19. The festival showcases the town's main delicacy, Rosquillos. It is celebrated every last week of May and shows the history of the delicious delicacy that was first produced in 1907. Up until it was known as Rosquillos, the festival is honor of the town's of patron, Saint Ferdinand III. Pamuhuan Festival. On May 4, Pamuhuan is celebration of Pamuhuan's bountiful harvest. The town is Cebu's largest producer of bangus and coconut. The festivity is also in honor of town's patron, Santa Monica.